Welcome Retro Gamers. Today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks and some how-tos for your Easy Flash Definitive Edition flash cart for your Game Boy Advance. So last time in our guide I showed you everything you need to know about navigating through your GBA folder, which is where all your Game Boy Advance games could be. You could just name the folder Game Boy Advance if you want to, it's up to you. This time I'm going to show you something really cool because I like save states and I like fast forward features. So for the life of me, I couldn't figure out anywhere online that would tell you how to use the fast forward function and the save state functions and everything for this flash cart. So I was messing around with settings one day and figured it out. So for further ado, we're going to navigate to Pokemon Blue, and the only option you have here, unlike the Game Boy Advance, is Clean Boot, but you do have a bunch of menu options. So we're going to go into the game. And I like the border. The only downside to the border is that you can't expand the screen. So when you pop in a Game Boy Color game, for example, into a Game Boy Advance, you can click the bumpers on the top and right, and it makes the screen wider. I haven't figured out any way to do that yet. Maybe they'll do an update for this, but I'm going to continue. And I was doing some glitches. So as you see here, I have Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. I did the infamous starter glitch, and you can do that with a save state feature. So how we activate the menu. So click the left and right bumper at the same time, and a menu will pop up. So B auto fire. If you turn this on, and you want, let's say there's something that needs a B button activated, and you press B and R, that'll activate the B auto fire button. Or if you want it just to be holding down B, for example. So if I hold down B, well, let's say this guy up here, let's go talk to him. If I hold down B, see how fast that dialogue went away? I keep holding it down. And basically, that is just the auto fire. There's not much for auto fire for the B button other than the dialogues for Pokemon. But let's say I want to auto fire A, which is the main button for fighting. So if I just keep holding A, for example, and I'm fighting somebody, there goes all the dialogue. And I'm just holding A down. I'm not doing anything else. It just keeps selecting what I want it to select and navigating through the dialogue while I'm attacking this guy. See, so that's the auto fire function. And let's go to our display. So display gives you different sections to change, like the gamma, your palette, and SGB palette, which is your Super Game Boy palette number, to change the color of your Pokemon, for example, so it has some sort of a color to it, because the original games did not have this for it, as they were originally built for the Game Boy DMG. So I like that color palette. Gamma, you can change that, it just makes it like more washed out. And you can change your palette. So you can change the palette to whatever you want it to be. So I'm just going to leave it at Pokemon Blue since it's Pokemon Blue. And I'm going to fight this guy, get rid of him. And this is why I like the auto fire function, because I can just hold down A and battle him without having to do anything else, unless I need a potion or something. And it makes the menu go a lot faster. Okay, so that's your palette. So if I navigate to my Pokemon and I look at my different Pokemon, Squirtle kind of looks more blue than he's supposed to. And let's see what Charmander. Charmander's got that orange effect to him. So that's the palette for the display. And then you have your other settings. Other settings are VSync. VSync is enabling your speed. So if you want your game to be faster, you turn this off. And down here you see speed hacks. You can change the speed that you want your game to run at, so full or half speed. And if you want scan lines on, I don't know what that does. I haven't seen anything change when I turn that on and off, so I just left that alone. But I have it at full speed right now. And you can see, like, look how fast the screen is going. And my guy's walking super fast all around the world. So that's what the VSync does. And this was a major setting that I like to have on and off. So slow-mo, you can do slow motion. And this is good for if you're trying to do any glitches or anything like that for certain games, just like Pokemon has so many different glitches for it. And let's turn slow-mo off, and VSync just turns it back on to regular speed. I thought it changed the sound for a second there. So if I turn this off and then I go to speed hacks and do half speed, I feel like that made a lot faster maybe. So let's do full speed again. I don't know if that really did much of a difference. It kind of seems about the same to me. I don't know if you guys can see any differences or not, but the way that you could see the actual speed rate itself is going to your other settings, and frame per second meter is on, and 170, 171, 66. So that's all the frames per second that are showing up on the screen right now because it's going so fast. And if I change the speed hack to half speed, let's see if that changes. Not really. No, it doesn't change at all. So that's pretty cool. I like the speed hack. That is basically everything you need to know about your other settings. Well, not your other settings altogether, but just for the speed hack itself and the frames per second meter. Auto sleep is a function to enable basically auto sleep after a certain amount of time. Let's see how long you can do it. So 30 minutes. So say you put your Game Boy down, after 5 minutes, it's going to go into an auto sleep mode. Swap A and B. Some people don't like their A and B buttons to be actually the A and B buttons shown on the Game Boy, so you can swap that on and off. Auto load state. I don't like this feature. It doesn't work all the time, mostly for the Pokemon games at least. I think just because the Pokemon games are so big, it doesn't work. Your Game Boy preference, you can do Game Boy Color over SGB, so Super Game Boy, or GBC and SGB, which is Super Game Boy and Game Boy Color. And you can just set it to just Game Boy so that it just shows the regular Game Boy palette and all that kind of stuff. So auto SGB border, you can turn that on and off, which is just this border right here. Identify as Game Boy Advance. I've tried turning these on and off just to see if there's any way to change the size of the screen and stuff, and it doesn't seem like it actually changes anything, so I just kind of left it alone. And that is everything you need to know about the other hacks and the speed hacks. So save state and load state. So these are the two awesome features that I like about this part of the Game Boy section. Save state, you can have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 save states. So you can't do anything more than 7 save states, but these are all my save states right now that I have in here. And if I load one, it's going to load one of my save states that I enabled. And look how fast I'm going. I'm just speeding through here. And the reason why I have it save stated right here is because I was doing one of the Pokemon glitches. So you can see here, I have from the beginning of the game, Charmander and Squirtle right now. And my next one's going to be Bulbasaur. And that's just a little cool feature for you to load and save your games. Manage SRAM. So this feature is basically allowing you to delete your games save file. So the internal save file, which is when you go here and save, and you go to manage SRAM and you click select. As you see down here, it says delete it. That'll delete that and get rid of it forever. So don't do that if you don't want to do that. And then there's a sleep button. So if you click on sleep, say you want to put your Game Boy down and try to save some battery life and just want to continue where you left off, click sleep. That puts it into a sleep mode. And then if you press start and select, you'll get out of your sleep mode. So the only two buttons that you're allowed to use for disabling the sleep mode are start and select. So if you click sleep and then start and select, it'll activate the game again. And if you want to restart your game, click restart, and you'll be back at the beginning of your menu for the game. So that is everything you need to know about the Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games. It's the same menu for both of these. So basically, the way that you can set up your menu for the sleep is L and R and select as well. So if you click L and R and select, that'll make the game sleep as well, rather than you having to actually activate it. But this is just showing you the other options that you can activate, and you can do that activation for your Game Boy Advance as well. So if you go into a Game Boy Advance game and you want your game to sleep, you have to use the boot with add-on, and any games that you want to have those special features for. So if I click all three of these, my game's in sleep mode right now. I click start and select, my game is back at the menu. So do it again, sleep mode, start and select, and there you go. So that's all you need to know. Let's reset this about navigating through all the menus for your Game Boy Advance games and your Game Boy Color and Game Boy games. So next up, I'm going to teach you in the next video everything you need to know about cheats. So thank you for watching. This is everything you need to know about your flash card for Game Boy and Game Boy Color, DNA Mobile Gaming. So again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit a like, and comment below if you have any questions.